Hello, good evening, Monday night in sunny Aberdeenshire.
Wish it were.
It's
Frank's is back from Spain.
It's awful. The weather is horrible. Frank, tell everyone where you've been.
Well, out in Spain, playing in Alicante for 2 days. So in the early hours of this morning, I dropped from 24 degrees to sub-zero.
And you're here.
A lot of fun.
You arrived. So
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about what you were. Was it Scottish country dance?
Scottish country dancing, yes. And there were people there from all the other European countries, but there were people there from Canada and America and New Zealand. And
Are you too hot beside the fire?
No. I must show you this programme of dances.
Oh.
2 of them you might know.
Right.
So if you just have a look at
Only 2.
Only 2, yes.
Welcome everyone. Frank has been to Alicante playing for 200 people.
Yes.
Dancing for a couple of days.
Yes.
So the Dancing Dolphins.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
The Countess of
Turn over that
Dunmore's Reel. No, never done that, either of those. Kula Bay.
Kula Bay.
No. On our way to
Havia.
Havia. No, haven't done that. The Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. Done that.
Correct.
We have a new Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. Bonnie Stronsherry.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The Elephant Stampede. Have any of you done the Elephant Stampede? Bratach Bana. Well, I can sing Bratach Bana.
Yes.
MacDonald of Keppoch. My goodness, these are unusual dances. Les Remparts de Seville.
Absolutely, yes.
And Orpington Caledonians. Well, welcome if there are any. And Barbara Strathspey. It's just for fun. Montgomery's Rant. The Flower of Glasgow and Mary's Wedding. There's nothing hardly there that I know. I obviously, and it's goodbye from Havia Group in Kelby.
Right.
It's goodbye to me because I don't know any of them.
These are just, 18 dances out of 20-odd thousand. So there you are. Yeah.
Well, as you will know, Frank Thomson is the most. Come in a boot a bit. Come over a wee bitty. Marvellous accordion player. Great to have him in the kitchen, particularly when you've only just come back from Alicante.
I know, I'm just warming up.
What are you going to warm us all up with?
With a few foot stamping little Scottish tunes.
Okay.
down to West Sussex. Yeah.
Really for one.
Oh, isn't it nice to have Hannah dancing in the kitchen? It's lovely. The golfer's doing his crossword. Hannah's dancing in the kitchen. Welcome to everyone. Christine Boval is watching, and Jessie McKenzie, Gordon Calder. Always good to be with us, Gordon. John Bett got me dancing while doing the washing up, says lovely John Bett. Linda Pattison, and she is saying clap, clap, clap. Judy McPherson, Wilma Furry Boots, and Jennifer Patience from Och, and Carolyn is watching. You're all tuning in. Well done, Hannah, said Judy McPherson. Margaret, hi, nice to see you. And Anne Houston, well done, Hannah. That's good to have you dancing in the kitchen. Ian Henderson, Frida Baxter, brilliant, Frank. And no grandchildren tonight, no. It's just Hannah, who's handful enough, frankly, and she's grown up. Lena MacDonald, Sharon Thompson, hello from Edinburgh.
Oh, that's my daughter, yes.
Oh, he recognises me.
Ravelston Terrace, yes, on the map.
Welcome. Well, we were in Ravelston Terrace.
Oh.
Well, Ravelston Dykes.
Yes.
Driving up yesterday. We went to see Scotland v Ireland at Murrayfield, the golfer and I, and Sophie. And first half, very good, full of promise.
Yes, and it all fell apart, did it?
Second half. You have to hand it to Ireland. They were fantastic, and
So
good luck to them.
You're celebrating Ireland tonight, a few of the songs.
Well, I
as
thought, given that we're Celts, and actually, as you know, I have a strong Irish connection.
Oh.
Well, I was born in Belfast of Scottish parents, and this is a song that my father used to sing, and I just seem to remember the words of it. And then I thought, well, we should do something that embraces both Scotland and Ireland.
Yeah, and it's a lovely tune.
Had you heard it before?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
It's a lovely little tune.
Okay, well, it is called Lily McNally McNair. Let me just see. And Christine Farmer is saying hello, and so is Margaret Cooper, and so Sheena Reid. So welcome to all of you. Let's do Lily McNally McNair. Oh, a beautiful girl from the banks of the Liffey once married a man from the Clyde, and a year or so later both Glasgow and Dublin were bubbling all over with pride, for the shamrock and the heather had fashioned together a jewel both precious and fair, and the name of that beauty, that Scots-Irish beauty, was Lily McNally McNair. Lily McNally McNair, pride of the Clyde and the Liffey. Lily McNally McNair captured my heart in a jiffy. No one is sweeter, and sometimes I'm neater, and that's when I walk on air. When down in the valley I dilly and dally with Lily McNally McNair. Oh, her eyes were as blue as the lakes of Killarney, and clear as the wind from the south. You can tell right away she's a touch of the Blarney as soon as she opens her mouth. As light as a feather, as wild as the heather, but no other lass can compare with this imp of rascality, full of vitality, Lily McNally McNair. Lily McNally McNair, pride of the Clyde and the Liffey. Lily McNally McNair,
just about got away with it. Yeah.
Oh, the golfer liked that one. We've never done this before, that particular song.
That's right.
But
Lovely
this
song.
has never stopped Frank and I in the past.
No.
You know,
I
he
never
arrives
will, yes,
10 minutes ago,
Yeah.
straight from the airport, straight from
Just about.
Alicante,
Yeah.
playing for 200 people, dancing the night away.
I'm just trying to keep up with yourself.
Well, I'm trying to keep up with myself too, but we did enjoy the rugby. And I want to say a big shout out to, well, we had lots of Irish friends, but we had a lovely, lovely time. We met a lovely gentleman called Norbert from Philadelphia, and Norbert was over specially for the match. And I want to say hello to Ian and Jackie Gray, our hosts. We had a wonderful, wonderful time with Ian and Jackie. And it was great to have friends and kids, and you know, there's such an atmosphere
Sure.
at Murrayfield. And win or lose, you just want to see a good game. And it was good in the first half. Did you enjoy it?
Yep, thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, no.
But there's a big rugby match coming up on this Saturday, this weekend.
Italy?
Yeah, Italy.
Yeah, there's Scotland, Italy.
So,
And I think, is it Ireland and England?
Yep,
That will be a big one.
yeah.
France and Wales.
That will be, and France and Wales. But just a great crowd, and you know, Frank, very near where we sit, there were just some cracking. I mean, you get cracking commentary, but also they were singing Caledonia, they were singing Loch Lomond, they were singing all the way through. So there was lots of singing, and even although we didn't win, you know, good on Scotland. They're coming. They're a lovely team. They're a great team. Kevin White, he's playing the guitar. And Sheena Reid, hi, looking forward to tonight's concert. Good to have you with us. And Mary Taylor, wonderful to have you too. Thank you, Kevin White. Oh, sending lots of gifts.
oh yeah.
Do you do gifts?
No, not really, no, but
You do.
I'll maybe partake in it now that I've heard about it.
A gin and tonic.
That's, oh yes.
Or better
Yeah, I
still,
do
a
go
whiskey.
there, yes, I'm more into malts.
Yes, you know,
Glens, I know my Glens.
You do.
Yes.
You do. Now, and you're off to Cornwall this weekend.
That's right. That's another Scottish country dance event, an annual event, which attracts a lot of people from all over England and Scotland in that event. I
mean, Scottish country, well, our music, excuse me, just makes everyone happy. It's just, and it's lovely. It's just lovely to have a Monday. And I also want to give a shout out to Uncle Alistair Gillis and Angela Gillis, my sister Morven, and Kirstine. Actually, they're all not feeling very well. They've all got the lurgy, not feeling great. So hope Frank is making you feel better and cheering you all up. Anne Houston's recovering in Tain. I'm doing my ward round. Who else isn't? There's a few people not well, but whoever you are, you know who you are. Get well soon, and we hope that we're cheering you up. Janet Gillis, we Scots know to have a good time, she says. But we do know how to have a good time.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So what do you play?
We're still in the Irish mode.
Okay. I love this one.
Cheers, yes.
Cheers, Frank. Excellent. That was a lovely Irish selection. Mountains of Mourne.
Fill the
and
Flutter's Ball.
Fill the Flutter's Ball. Da, 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 da.
And Old Irish Washerwoman, of course.
Yeah.
Nice jig.
Great, great jig.
Yeah, Blackthorn.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Well, we hope that you're cheering up in this. Well, it depends where you are in the world, of course, because if you're in Alicante, how many degrees?
24, yeah.
24. Tenerife, I know we have people watching in Tenerife.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's got to be more than 24. Anywhere is more than 24 than Scotland right now. And we hear that it's going to be like this for about a month or something. We're just going to have to keep listening to you.
Oh gosh.
Cheer ourselves up. I had a lovely time when I came back from Edinburgh today on the train. I went straight to Broomhill Park, which is one of VSA, Voluntary Service Aberdeen's homes for the elderly. And there was just the best afternoon tea celebrating a gentleman, Jim Lees, who is 100. He was 100 yesterday, actually. And they threw the most magnificent tea party with sandwiches and fancy pieces and 3-tiered cake stands.
Lovely, that sounds good, yeah.
So to Jim Lees, who is an inspirational gentleman, and he was, the bridal path, Janet, I promised I will do the bridal path. Jim was the editor of the Preston Journal.
Oh.
And he was born in Stonehaven, and he loved to play golf. He is full of beans. He very recently bought a laptop so he can do his shopping online.
Good heavens, that's quite amazing, yeah.
And he goes out to the Dutch Mill pub to meet his pals once a week on the bus.
No.
Yes.
On the bus.
On the bus. He's fantastic. Jim Slancha, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jim. Happy birthday to you. 100. Fantastic.
Amazing, yeah.
Just wonderful. And hello and a big shout out to everyone in Broomhill Park, because we all had a bit of a sing-song, and I wondered what would I sing. And I thought, well, for someone who has lived in Aberdeen for nearly 100 years, 100 years, he was born in Stonehaven, what would be better than the Northern Lights?
Absolutely.
So will we try the Northern Lights?
Yeah, okay.
When I was a lad, a tiny wee lad, my mother said to me, come see the Northern Lights, my boy, they're bright as they can be. She called them the heavenly dancers, merry dancers in the sky. I'll never forget that wonderful sight. They made the heavens bright. The Northern Lights of old Aberdeen mean home, sweet home to me. The Northern Lights been a wanderer all of my life, and many a sight I've seen. Godspeed the day when I'm on my way to my home in Aberdeen. Oh, happy memories.
Indeed.
Happy memories for lots of people.
What is an eft?
What make of accordion does Frank play? Beautiful tone.
Well, it's...
Says
a
Ask Murray.
Manfrini. I don't know if you can read the name from there. Well,
Maybe I
is that
should
the
turn
right
a
name?
Manfrini.
Yeah,
There we go.
there.
Yes.
Manfrini.
Manfrini. Yes.
Italian.
Italian.
Yeah, all the accordions actually come from a small town in Italy called Castelfidardo. But
Ah.
this particular model is made up from all sorts of small parts in that city, and it's a pair of Scottish guys from Clackmannan or Alaba. No, it's Tillycountry in actual fact.
Right.
They fit the reeds and tune them and do the complete accordion finish. So
It's a beautiful, beautiful
yeah,
instrument.
they're lovely instruments.
It's an orchestra, really.
Absolutely.
You
yeah,
can,
yeah.
and it's golden and sparkly and
Which is more than can be said for me.
I think both of us a little jaded today.
Yes, just a
Are we
little
I think
bit,
we're both a little bit jaded, everyone out there. And the golfer is going to give us a clue.
Eft.
Well, I know what an EFT is. I know the answer to that. What is an EFT?
Eft.
EFT. Do you know? Don't say
Eft.
EFT. We'll sing a song and you can come back to us. It's often in crosswords puzzles. And I know that. So it's an EFT. Is that a four-word clue?
Never mind.
Never mind. I'm not allowed to say. Okay. Are you going to play a wee tune
Well, why
while
not? Well,
everyone
that sounds good. Yeah.
thinks of what an EFT is?
Yes.
What are you thinking?
Is it N-E-F-T?
No, no, it's
It's an F.
EFT.
Yes, okay.
Not a neft, it's an eft. During that lovely few tunes, there have been a few answers for the golfer. Now, Annette Ray and several other people have said an EFT is an electronic fund transfer. And then someone else saying, John Bett is saying a newt. Ella Montgomery is saying exchange traded fund. We've got very intelligent people in our audience tonight and always. So a digital cash transfer. an exchange traded fund. So you have got an electronic fund transfer, an exchange traded fund transfer, digital cash transfer, or a newt.
Answer is newt.
The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is a newt.
What is an F?
I knew that. But for all you extremely financially savvy folk out there, it obviously is an acronym for that as well.
But now they've learnt something else now.
Oh yeah, the golfer's saying now you've learned something else.
I certainly have. It's not one I've come across.
You didn't know newt?
No. I knew,
An
I knew
eft.
newts.
Yes, but you didn't know a newt was an eft.
And I do crosswords. Yeah, so that's
It's
that one.
often that little tricky one. But well done. There are no prizes in this cantata that we
Shame.
do. I know but what you can do, and I've been reading a book, dangerous I know. I've been reading a book about technology, and the fact that I know nothing about technology or very little about it, as most of you know because you're much more technologically aware. Apparently, it's wonderful that you all, happy birthday, 75th birthday, Bell Park. Happy birthday, 75th. And I missed to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bell. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip, hooray, hip hip, hooray, hooray. I think
Okay.
Frank's needing to go home to his bed.
right,
So
yes.
am I think. Karen Alexander, hello, welcome. So you all now know what an eft is. It's a newt, and it's all these other electronic things as well. But what the golfer was saying, he was trying to think about a crossword. So, and Donna Park is saying happy birthday to Belle. And also we're saying happy birthday to Jim Lees and to anyone else who's having a birthday. And what are you saying, darling? Anything? No. Are you saying anything?
When you're feeling very tired. F. That's a Mad Houston.
Oh no, thank you. We don't need any. The noise is off. Thank you, Anne Houston, for sending my husband a completely inappropriate thing that he has just read and thinks is very funny. Marjorie Cool saying hello to Betty. Hello, Betty, from us as well. And Maisie Chant. Hello, Maisie. So, I want to say hello to Morgan Stevie. They're on holiday in Azerbaijan.
Oh.
And who else did I want to say hello to? You?
No, I can't have this.
How about your other daughters? Would you like to say hello to them?
Yes, Sharon and Lindsay, both in Edinburgh.
Yes.
And they're... In fact, I was down there celebrating a birthday quite recently.
Whose
Lovely.
birthday?
My birthday.
No.
Did you not know about this? No. And we spent an afternoon in the Johnny Walker experience.
You told me
Yeah,
that you were going
was
to
really,
do that.
really special. It's not a distillery, but it's a lovely experience.
It's on Princess
having a guided-
Street.
Yeah. And it's right opposite Edinburgh Castle, and you get this lovely view.
And a dram.
A few drams in actual fact, I think 5 or 6.
Fantastic.
So it's a nice place to become legless. Yeah.
And I'm sorry I missed your birthday. You kept that a little bit quiet.
Yeah, I did. It's a big secret.
Well, you're
I
looking.
won't tell you how many.
You're
years,
looking good for 35. That's all
well,
I can say.
Well done, yes.
Great to have you all with us. Iona is watching, and that's lovely to have you with us, Iona. I also want to say a big shout out to Paula Gibson, who fell over and had to have a wee operation. She broke. You remember not so very long ago we had Craigie singing, a lovely young man who was just turned
He was amazing.
13.
Yeah.
And he's such a love. And so his grandmother, Paula Gibson, and I do a bit of work for St Margaret's
He
in
was
Braemar.
amazing, yeah.
But she had a slip and a fall when she was walking. So she's had to have an operation. Paula, get well soon. And I'm sorry, it must be really vexing. I mean, these quick falls happen just like that, and then suddenly
Yeah, I mean, it's just a fraction of a second.
it is, and then you.
Yeah,
So
it's a
I
shame,
hope your chauffeur and your butler are living up to all expectations, and I'll pop round and see you soon. What are we going to do, Frank? Am I going to do... I think we did feel quite patriotic when we were at Murrayfield. So when we hear either Donny Munro singing Loch Lomond or anyone singing Loch Lomond, in fact, there were some, as I said, some rather terrible singers nearby. Didn't matter. They were belting out Loch Lomond.
Lovely, yes. Mm-hmm.
And but will we do that?
We'll belt it.
And we
as
hope
well,
that
yes.
Scotland do well against Italy next Saturday. Is it Sunday?
Yeah.
Sure, I don't know.
No. Does it matter? Yes.
A chord, please, maestro.
Right.
By yon bonny banks and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, where me and my true love wherever want to gay, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. So you take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye. For me and my true love will never meet again on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. 'Twas there that we parted in yon shady glen, on the steep, steep side of Belomond, where in a purple hue the Helan hills we view, and the moon coming out in the gloaming. Oh, ye'll take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye, where me and my true love will never meet again on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Oh, ye'll take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland afore ye. For me and my true love will never meet again on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond.
Oh, to be on the bonny banks. Yeah.
Oh, I know,
Yeah.
I know. It is a beautiful spot when there are no midges.
Oh.
And there's no danger of any midges at the moment because it's too cold.
Yeah, they'll be
It's
all frozen
probably
stiff.
Baltic at Loch Lomond right now. Now, what I learned in this book that I've been reading on technology, which I meant to tell you about,
Interesting,
was
yes.
although we get lots and lots of people watching, and they especially love you, Frank, I have to say, and it might start with a few hundred, and then by the end of the week it's a few thousand, and people, share it all over the world. Apparently, it doesn't matter how many people you view, it's about sharing.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to ask you, if you haven't done before, to share this load of old codswallop that we bring you every Monday. Share it with some friends that you think might enjoy it, because apparently that's where I've been going wrong.
Is that right?
I haven't
Yes,
been
okay.
asking people to share enough.
But you've already got the
But-
FK fan club out there.
I'm
Plus
I'm
this
sharing
Jill
the
here.
love with Hannah right now, who is desperate to do some more dancing in the kitchen.
Okay.
So if you know how to do this, apparently it's all about sharing, folks. Did you know that, Hannah?
I am no social media expert.
Oh, you have no social... She's not even a social media expert.
I'm sure she is.
No, I think
So get,
most of us
secret.
hide away from it, but actually, I think more people need to hear you, Frank.
Oh, right.
So we need to share.
Can we
We're
get
sharing
another-
love.
Can we get another dance from Hannah?
Another dance from Hannah. Well, change your mind. Dance.
I'm
Great
glad you
stuff.
captured that.
She's a bit of a mover on the dance floor, this one. She knows how to do her Scottish country dancing. I defy anyone. So many people are writing in and saying it's just lovely to
oh,
have
that's
this
good,
music
yes.
on a Monday night, and it's they're smiling and they're saying keep warm and keep happy, and Fiona Cowan, all sorts of people are blowing kisses and clapping, and
see.
Robert and Mary Wilson, thanks again. Rhoda McDonald, great music and dancing. Linda Patterson, brilliant, Frank.
Oh,
Are you feeling less
I'm
weary
feeling-
now? Have you
I'm
made
certainly
your
feeling very warm with this
the fire? I know it's great. Well, if you would
log
not,
burner behind me. Yeah.
if you want to go anywhere else in the house, it's Baltic. The meeting's
Sure,
aft.
sure.
Listening to in Freakum, Angus, that's lovely. Welcome. And Elma McDougan, another brilliant night of song and music from, says Margaret and Alfie, Christine Farmer, lots and lots of people. Kathleen Downey, lovely, not Mary Cooter, but near Mary Cooter Netherly, cheering us up in a cold one. Phyllis Urquhart, lovely, she's so lovely. I think that's you, Hannah. Thanks to you both, and hello from Harris. Cheryl, wonderful, welcome, welcome. Margaret Edwards, keep safe and cosy, and Dorothy Churnside, she's enjoying it, and she's in Edinburgh, I think, or Florida, not very sure. Janice Mitchell from Brechin, Jean Fakeney, and she's enjoying it. They're all, Janice, we've got a heap of people. So now you know what to do. For the technology, you share it.
Yes.
So your daughters will know how to do this.
Oh, they're pretty good, yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
It
have
hasn't
to
been passed up to their father, though.
no, Norman,
yeah,
no.
I know.
Anyway, will we do one for the ditch?
That sounds good.
Or maybe, so will we do a Mary's wedding? little Murray's wedding? I mean, Hannah's ready for a dance?
Come round here and sit.
We had
beside
a
us
lovely
and
lady
join in the
join
chorus.
us last week. Irene Watts, lovely mum last week, who is 91, I think. She came and joined us for a bit. It was lovely to have her, and Naomi, and I'm so lucky to have all of you, Frank and Irene and Nielsen. Next week, I think Neil is going to come and play piano.
Lovely.
And it's just, it's great. And I know from all the feedback that we get, that everyone loves.
Well, we're all members of the FK fan club.
We're all members of just lovely music.
Well, that's true.
So we're going to do a bit of Murray's wedding. Are you dancing in your kitchen? Have you poured yourself a cup of tea or a dram or a gin and tonic? Marjorie Cool, have you? Jamie Alistair Sutherland? Oh yes, he has. Okay. Step we gaily on we go, hill for hill and toe for toe, arm and row for Mary's wedding. Oh, we'll up and down, Myrtle Green and Broken Brown, past the shieling through the town, all for sake of Mary. Step we gaily on we go, hill for hill and toe for toe, arm and row for Mary's wedding. Plenty herring, plenty meal, plenty fish to fill the creel, plenty bonny bells as well. That's our darling Mary. Step we gaily on we go, hill for hill and toe for toe, arm and row for Mary's Step we gaily on we go, hill for hill and toe for toe, arm and row for Mary's wedding. Red her cheeks as Rowan's are, bright her eye as any star, fair as summer on my fire, that's our darling Mary. Step we gaily on we go, hill for hill and toe for toe, arm and row, all for Mary's wedding.
Well done.
Well done.
A wondrous round of applause from the two people in my family who are in the kitchen with
Yes,
us. And we've got Bronco and Roxy Rose, and we're warm.
We certainly are.
We're
But I
warm.
was warmed up in Alicante, of course.
25 degrees.
Yes.
I'll let my,
You-
I'll let my,
You know, you could fly back.
I was out in the sun for about 10 minutes and look at me.
And natural. And natural.
I'm not so sure.
Did you put on factor 50?
No, I had no factor at all.
Olive oil.
just the max factor.
Max Victor. Are you going to play us out with a little tune?
Well, we'll do the little...
Thank you so much, everyone. Hello, Effie. Welcome. And I'm glad that you've enjoyed it. And Elizabeth Mackenzie. And everyone, no matter where you are in the world, Alexander Craigie, great to have you with us. Oh, the dogs have had enough. They're going out. They're having a run around the back garden in the rain. Join us next week, Frank. You'll be back soon, I
Oh,
hope.
yes.
It's,
No doubt, yes,
it's wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
for
you.
joining us, and we'll see you next time. Lovely. Thank you, Frank. Night, everyone. Have a nice week and hope that you've enjoyed our Monday little Kaylee and gathering. Bye.